Oh, I should have brought my pen. What number is that?
CJ, a career-long Viking, a success story from tryout to now a Minnesota Vikings legend. Congratulations on your retirement.
I appreciate it.
What does it feel like to make it official?
It feels good. It feels good. Just filled with gratitude. Just being able to reflect and look back on the years.
We actually have CJ rookie contract from 2016. If this would be fun for you to have.
The people we've come across, it's just been good.
That's crazy.
A decade ago, you made an impression at Gopher Pro Day. And then now you're retiring 141 regular season games later. What do you hope your mark is as a Viking?
Honestly, my mark as a Viking has nothing to do with anything I did on the field. I just want my teammates and people to know that I cared for them, that I love them, and that I'm still there for them. You know, all the stuff on the field will wash away. It'll go away someday. Somebody will come and be better than I was. Who you are is going to speak a lot longer and a lot louder than what you did on the field.
Being able to be with y'all, be with this organization, be with KO, you guys, man, it means the absolute world to me.
I do think, though, that what you did and how you feel about that also is personified by your play. You are a gritty guy who had to earn his place on this roster and really even making sacrifices early on. Your running back coach, Kennedy Palomalo, when you first got here, was like, hey, you're a running back, but I think you should be a fullback. How was that original transition when you made it in the NFL?
You know, mentally it was fine. I was like, great. I mean, you know, we had drafted Dalvin, brought in Latavius Murray. I'm like, it's gonna be really hard to make this team. So for them even just bringing that to me was like, all right, they're giving me an opportunity to make this team like a fair shot. You know, physically it was hard. I had the size, I probably had the physical ability, but just learning the game from a different perspective, being able to read things a little faster than when you're at running back.
C.J. Ham to the end zone touchdown. The Duluth Denfeld product.
The technique, so you're not going in there and putting yourself in harm's way. It was great, and you know, I learned from the best.
How many times throughout those seasons that you played throughout the last decade have you thought, I'm thankful for making this transition, this changed my career?
Often. I mean, I think what Coach KP said to me was, CJ, you can be a running back and, you know, probably play 2-3 years in this league, bounce around, or you can be a fullback and play 10. And like, that was so true. I mean, it obviously came to fruition, but those words really hit me hard. And you know, from that point on, that was kind of like my goal.
Take me back to your first NFL touchdown.
Yeah.
Play it out.
Yeah, we were in Pittsburgh. Well, official touchdown or preseason touchdown?
Official touchdown. Let's do official. Yep.
Yeah, I think it was week 2.
Do you unless you count the preseason as your first?
I mean, every time I touch the end zone, it counts in my book because you know, in my position, you don't score a lot of touchdowns. So I know every single one.
We'll go with the first regular season.
Yeah, it was week 2 versus Pittsburgh Steelers, and you know, Dalvin had busted off like a 30-yard run.
And now on first down, it's Cook. That's running room.
And got caught at like the 1-yard line. And then they called me in there, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm about to steal this man's first touchdown.
3 tight ends plus a fullback. It is the fullback, C.J. Ham, who is in for the touchdown.
And yeah, I mean, honestly, the play we scored on is the play that I've scored on in these last handful of years quite often, just fullback dive on the 1-yard line. And this one I actually had to go over the top of somebody a little bit, so that was kind of cool, but it was great.
Behind J.J., C.J. Ham in front of Ty Chandler. Ben Sims in motion to the left. Handoff C.J. Ham, plows up the middle to the end zone! Touchdown, Vikings! Well done, C.J. Ham!
Let's also go back to the final play of your career, which was only a few months ago, and a lot of emotions around ending your career on a touchdown in a border battle game against the Packers. Now that you've had time to reflect on it, You're big smiling here. Like, explain why that makes you so happy.
Just surreal. You know, I don't want to over spiritualize it by any means, but just being able to think about it. I mean, my first ever official game. You know, I was activated on the 53-man roster the last 2 games of the 2016 season. So my first ever active game in the NFL was against Green Bay at Lambeau, and to finish my career playing against Green Bay at home was kind of just a full circle moment.
A lot of people associate you with special teams, and not very many veterans embrace a role like that. What compelled you to want to make that such a big part of what you do?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it's at the end of the day, whatever I'm asked to do, I'm going to try to do it to the best of my ability.
Like, where does this team need value? And once I find that, I got to make sure I do everything in my power to make sure I'm the person to bring that value. And
you know, that's kind of just how I'm wired, what my parents taught me. You know, whatever you do, do it your best. You know, I think that's what the Lord also tells us to do. And I had never played special teams prior to, you know, being in the NFL, so it was brand new to me. But it was so different. It was just like another challenge to try and, you know, go accomplish and finish. And honestly, without special teams, I wouldn't be sitting here 10 years later.
Yeah. You brought value in so many other ways throughout this organization, especially off the field. As a 2-time Walter Payton Man of the Year club winner, how do you want to be remembered for your impact there?
I think it's pretty simple. It's just, he showed up. You know, there's not anything I've ever done to get a pat on the back for. I think it's what we're supposed to do. You know, if I truly believe and have the faith that I claim I have, it's not about any of the outside things. It's about, you know, loving your neighbor as yourself.
now that we're done, I feel that we can truly be the hands and feet. Whatever we do, we can give our whole heart to and actually get out there and do it. So I'm just looking forward to that.
You've been open about how your mother, who you have a wonderful tribute to around your neck, has shaped your community efforts. What do you think she would tell you on a day like today?
I wish she was here.
Yeah.
That's for sure. I would hope she would say she's proud, just to keep doing what I'm doing. And nothing fancy. You know, my mom wasn't about having all the right things to say. It was really just about being there.
As you walk away from this game, what do you carry with you?
Honestly, I think I just carry like thankfulness and gratitude. And I don't know if that's the answer that makes a lot of sense, but like, I'm just so grateful for what these past, since I was 11, but what these past 10 years have done for our family. And sometimes you don't realize the impact that you've had until something like this. And you know, I fall short all the time. I'm not perfect. I don't feel like I deserve any of this, but I think it's just another way to worship God, and just being thankful that we've been able to have an impact, and He's been able to use us to have that impact.
A lifelong Viking, how does that sound?
Once a Viking, always a Viking.
Congratulations on an incredible career, and here's to the next season of your life.
Thank you, I appreciate it.